Sometimes it's those little details that get lost. A single herpy. Yesterday they were a bit more grossed out. I think that says something about you guys. You're probably thinking that, because of the news that just came out this week, that I'm just going to make a bunch of golden shower jokes. I'm not going to do that. I'm above that. I do highbrow humor, okay? None of this lowbrow shit. Anyway, as you can imagine, shit got real bad after the reign of a rancid bottle of Tang. I mean, of course it did. How could it not? What do truck nuts even know about governance? Guys, I actually got it right this time. No screw-ups. Times were... Oh, thank you. Mid-show applause. Are you... Okay. Oh, wow! This feels so organic. I can say with a high degree of certainty that was both men and women clapping. There may be some gender fluid people here too clapping. I haven't analyzed, so I'd have to listen more carefully with headphones. Guys, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about. All right, back to our story. Times were so tough for the residents of the land of make-believe. Gone were the simpler times, when a person could just have one sole purpose in life. Nuh-uh, buddy, not anymore. If you want to make ends meet, you had to have at least 2 sole purposes. Most people, they had 3 or 4. I once heard about this woman. Oh my God, this poor woman. She had 17 sole purposes at the same time. But that's another story for another time. No, it's not a pity party. It's not a pity party. Okay. The one piece of good news in the land of make-believe is that, under a technical definition, unemployment no longer exists. Because everyone had at least 2 jobs. The bad news is that, again, under a technical definition, a job no longer had to include payment for services rendered. The biggest job market was the indentured servitude job market. It was seeing tremendous growth. Just tremendous. Bootstraps, self-reliance, racial slur. The truck nut sycophants would mumble into microphones to those who dared complain about the heel of oppression stepping on their throat. Sadly, not even man's best friend was exempt from this new multitudinal way of life. In addition to being loyal and protecting the homestead, dogs were also required to march in parades and entertain us every damn day. Yeah. Similarly, the famous ship, the very one from our tale, the Pequod, wore many hats. It was a cruise ship. It was a cargo ship. It was a whaling ship. It also tracked and caught dolphins, unicorns, singing crabs, and your fucking dreams, you panty wastes. I told you shit was bad. And it was a relationship, because that's what a relationship is. You know, maybe love keeps the boat up and not down, but the boat too needs more than just the wet water and the crew and the bosun's arms and what I mean is that if all hands aren't on board, then not even love can keep it afloat. And it had a secret mission. We'll get to that later. Our story, the real one, starts with a joke. Call me Ishmael. Pause. Wait for them to lower their guard. Then the follow-up. Actually, call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner. Laugh along! Laugh along! Laugh along! Laugh along! He's got the right idea. Grandparents especially loved that shtick. Ishmael wasn't above belittling himself for tips. Before he joined the crew of the Pequod, Ishmael told people to call him a school teacher because he had taught schools. But Ishmael, he also got sad. And when he got sad, he started to think about leaving behind his life on land. Leaving behind all those misbehaving schools. Leaving behind the ho-hum, boring ins and outs of life. Ishmael thought about running away. Maybe he'd join the circus. Or maybe he'd become a pirate and find himself a mermaid wife and never be miserable again. We have a proud husband of a mermaid in the audience. Sir, thank you for your sacrifice. It leaves more women on land for us, right? Louder, please, next time. You should have heard the way Ishmael talks about his sadness. He couldn't just say, I am sad, like a normal person. No. He thought he was a poet, goddamn Keats or something. He'd say things like, I find myself growing grim around the mouth. Or, it is a damp, drizzly November in my soul. Yeah, Ishmael, we're all upset about the election. Do something about it, though, you know? While it has never been confirmed, many have speculated that it was the breakup of a romantic relationship that led to Ishmael's sadness. Perhaps Ishmael's girlfriend also never quite picked up on his unique sense of humor and sardonic outlook on life. But that's who Ishmael was, okay? You're supposed to love people for who they are. Don't demand that they change. People are people. Anyway. You need new material, friendo. Pequod would tell Ishmael every time he overheard Ishmael tell this joke. Pequod said this often. Pequod was one of the harpooneers in the whaling division of the Pequod. He also maintained the lavatories on the sea deck. And when the need arose, he would help in the kitchens during the Sunday brunch rush. Believe it or not, Pequod is literal royalty. His father was the king of Rokovoko, an island in the South Seas. When people would ask Pequod about his homeland, Ishmael would often insert himself into the conversation. Because that's what he did. And he'd tell that person, Rokovoko could not be found on any map, as true places never are. Ever hear of a little place called New York, Ishmael? Or how about Atlantis? They're both on maps. Are you telling me they're not true places? The reality was, so I've got to say, that reminds me, Friday, opening night. About the same point in the story, right? Maybe a little earlier. Same doorway, somebody burst through, yelling about fucking cheese curds. Did we get any cheese curds? No. Ma'am, you were here? No, we didn't. You want to know what I've been thinking about all weekend? No, you assholes, I've been thinking about Crindy. Jesus. You're not paying attention? This isn't just about a whale. The reality of the situation was, Pequod simply did not want Ishmael to know where he lived. Pequod was not a fan of the drop-in. So Pequod and Ishmael first met by accident while each sought out a whaling crew to join. Due to the lack of rooms at a local inn and an awkward misunderstanding which Pequod swears didn't involve some accidental sleepy time heavy petting. The two were forced into being roommates and eventually grew into being friends. Ishmael would say they were best friends, while Pequod would describe it as an acquaintanceship. A ship as large as the Pequod needed more than just Ishmael and Pequod to man it. There was also the hotel service engineer, the bedroom steward, the other harpooner, the other harpooner, the safety officer, the snowman, the Duke. Sir, you're right. It is a callback. Thanks. The Thin White Duke. It is sad. Still sad. Good news, though. My vinyl copy of his album, Reality, shipped today from Amazon. I should expect it on Tuesday. You're all invited over. Bring some fucking cheese curds. She's not gonna do it. Don't think I haven't invited her. The astromech droid. The gluten-free magician. Her assistant. The bosun. The creepy old dude from the jacuzzi. The guest star. The NPR's Terry Gross. The first mate. The second mate. The captain. And all the rest. And Tom Waits as the voice of the whale. When the Pequod pulled anchor and set sail, the majority of the passengers and crew still had not yet met or seen the mysterious captain, which was quite unusual on vessels like the Pequod, which took great pride in their claims of hospitality. One night, as the passengers and crew gathered around a trash fire on deck, they speculated as to the identity of their unseen captain. I heard he's a prince who lost his family in war and is now driven by a hatred of imperialism in a submarine. Yeah, well, I heard he once was the captain of a ragtag spaceship crew of aliens and robots sent on a mission by the Corps and Commander Bob to deliver a gift to the Supreme Leader. You're both wrong. I heard he's a chemically enhanced war veteran frozen for decades in a block of ice before being discovered and thawed out to help save the world. Still, more theories were floated. He was the only student in the history of the Academy to ever beat the Kobayashi Maru test, and just generally the best captain ever. No, he loved Earl Grey tea and was stabbed in the heart by a Nausicaan, and he was the best captain ever.
Captain Pequod.
You've got ballots. I don't know why you're yelling at me. He was a dragon and played keyboards with the Beach Boys. He was an elemental warrior who could be summoned by a group of idiot teenagers to help battle enemies on Mother Earth. He hated geese. No, he hated being kidnapped and taken hostage by pirates. He was a singer, songwriter, musician, an artist who played many wind instruments and ruled over his crew with an iron fist. We haven't had one Captain Beefheart fan. Finally! That's how much of a fan that man is. He thinks it's stupid when people don't know who Captain Beefheart is. Sir, what's your favorite Captain Beefheart album?
Keep going. Troutman's Replica.
Okay, just interrupt the show in a few minutes. That's acceptable. I don't know if it's his favorite, though, but up here. Do you argue?
I'll take your answer.
Okay, he consents. He consents, everybody!
That is Captain Beefheart. A wild guess.
We hope so.
Yes. Lucky guess, sir. Lucky guess. He was insane, but the best damn chopper pilot in NASA. I heard this one time, he and a couple of kids were trapped in a villain's dungeon before they were rescued by a cowboy and a weatherman. He hates the sight of his own blood, and a crocodile stalks him across the globe. I heard he has a coat with pockets so deep that they nicknamed him Kangaroo. You're all wrong. We're talking about a man who made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. R.I.P. Han Solo. R2-D2 soon.